It is 6:41 p.m., 2 whole minutes earlier than last month. And we are December 5th, 2018, our monthly meeting of the Affordable Housing Trust. First order of business is to review the, did everyone have a chance to review the minutes from last month?
Yes.
Okay, does anyone want to make a motion to approve the minutes? Okay,
And I'll second it.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. So far, so good. I'm just looking for my agenda. I know I printed it out. Okay, next up, thank you. 300 Foundry Street, ABI Group Housing Update.
So it's moving along slowly. The real slow part is crafting an affordability restriction that also works with it being a group home. Had a good conversation this afternoon with town council, and they're working pretty aggressively on drafting something that will be as long-term as possible to require affordability at the site and give us an option to, I think, re-up it after 30 years. So that is the status of that. And I want to have that in hand before we deliver all of that to Global Property as part of the property transfer. So that is the slow part in getting the papers to them so that we can start the transfer of the property and they can start the permitting.
So they're expecting 30 years anyhow.
They're not necessarily expecting anything, but
Okay.
part of our interest in the property is that it be used for affordable housing. And
Right.
so we're trying to guard against, should they ever discontinue it as a group home and then, consolidate operations and sell it, I would want something to protect the affordability of that site and as
And
much as we
you're
can.
not expecting any issue from that.
Not from them, I wouldn't
That's
imagine
pretty
so.
standard, isn't it?
I would
30 years.
hope so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's,
No, I just didn't know if the time frame was something that was.
Right.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, is there a reason why it's not in perpetuity? Is it-
According to town council, that's something they can't do, given the language in the vote and the nature of it being a group house. But they could do.
In the vote we made?
Town,
And the
town
town
meeting.
meeting vote, and I think the issue is, DHCD templates, for perpetual restrictions imagine some sort of an ownership or a rental, a bunch of rental units. They don't address group housing. So the, town council is creating they're calling it a private, affordability restriction, would have a 30-year term. And so we'll see what that language looks like when they get that done.
And they think 30 is reasonable, not to go beyond that.
I don't think they can.
Okay.
I think there's something,
Can we amend the vote?
those, not at
Next
the
town meeting?
Oh, well, maybe. Hopefully we'll be well along the way by the time May rolls around. But so further updates on that. But I would like to get them papers so we have negotiations and they can start getting their permitting in line. So that's the update on 300 Foundry.
Okay. And what's the next step after that?
It's the purchase and sale, the deed, the affordability restriction, some sort of document for the grant of $350,000 for site work. Once that's agreed to everyone's satisfaction on both town council and Global Property and BAMC's side, then I think the papers fall into place and they start their permitting for the site,
Okay.
which, as we all know, we're going to be a bit of a challenge.
Yeah.
But should be doable.
Okay.
Be nice if they get it done this spring, by the spring.
Yeah.
Could maybe start construction.
And then we'll have
We live in
3 things under construction. Well, hopefully 2, hopefully 2. All right, Electric Ave, that's the other one. That would hopefully be under construction next spring. Any update there?
hope.
Do,
No update except that it's going really well.
okay.
Don't jinx anything. Habitat is still working with town council on finalizing a deed. There's no huge rush. They've got all the permitting according to Habitat. They plan to start construction as early in spring of 2019 as the weather will allow.
Wow.
I asked them to give us something on letterhead requesting the $30,000 grant for site work costs that they asked for in their response to the RFP, and that, is something that we would give them because we awarded them that RFP. And so they'll get that to us in the fullness of time. They've done the local initiative project, local action unit application. We've got that up to the state. So that's under review. The woman who reviews those, it will be back from vacation, I think, next week. But I had a good conversation with her the day before she went away about this and about Eisenhower. So they know to expect Eisenhower, and they have received this. And so electric is moving ahead, so very exciting. They have not identified a family yet, so perhaps they have to get the application approved before they can do that. I'm not sure, right? You have to have your marketing and lottery approved before you can.
But do they normally do that and then have?
I think they do,
Yeah.
right? Because that's part of the Habitat's model is the people who are going to live there
Yeah.
help with the build as
That's what I
a
thought.
sweat equity, and I think they're intending to do that.
How long does that process take?
I don't know. Yeah.
That application, though, doesn't have a local preference.
I don't think it does.
Mm.
So we'll see how that goes, but it seems to be moving ahead fairly smoothly. And I was talking with her, and they're doing other projects in a few other towns which are incredibly challenging. They're trying to do them as comprehensive permits or as variances that are getting appealed. So in terms of suburban towns working with Habitat to permit and build affordable housing, their report is Easton is wonderful to work with.
Oh, good.
So let us all take that. Yeah.
Not that we had anything to do with it.
Well, we did, in getting a compliant 5,000 square foot lot. and getting-
Well,
Yeah.
but as far as permitting, no.
Yeah, we did the site work. They didn't need any variances, so.
And we have 30,000 allotted already in the budget.
We do, yeah,
yes.
we've already allocated that.
When did this project start?
3.5 years ago.
I think.
We've been talking about this since
Wow.
I started work
I
here.
think longer. I thought longer. I bumped into
Maybe.
Steve Merlin the other day.
Oh my goodness.
I know, and it just reminded me.
Yeah.
I'm still working on that, Steve. Well, haven't broke ground yet, but soon.
So close.
I know.
Very
So
close.
close. I was excited to tell him about it.
I'm really optimistic about this
Yeah.
one. This seems to be going well. I don't want to jinx anything,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah.
Good. Okay. Hopefully the luck translates into the next one. Any better news out of Quanticut? No?
Kathy and I sat down with the gentleman from DHCD yesterday, actually, at a conference we were at. We trapped him in a room and made him sit down and talk to us. It's just a very mixed message right now, and we threw a lot of potential things that we would like to see them come back to us with answers on that may continue to make this a viable project. But money is definitely going to be the stumbling block, because they're just seeing it as being, the cost just keeps growing. When you throw in, soft costs and contingency factors and there's, okay, we need to come up with this much more money. And the department cannot commit all of that. So what can, how else can we come up with enough money to make this happen? And I said, tell me how much you're going to come up with, and then the housing authority is going to figure out what they can come up with. And then I said, all we can do, I can ask, but to see if that's even feasible. But it boils right down to the fact that we don't want to lose a unit. We don't want to lose a unit for the town. So we're still working through. Not super encouraged at the moment, though.
very frustrating.
Is there anything we can do?
Not yet, but he's gonna look into a few different scenarios and questions we presented, get back to us. I have a meeting with the Housing Authority Board next Tuesday night. So maybe when I come back in January, I'll have a little better idea what we might need to do, if we wanna do it, if people think it's feasible.
Have you brought it to Jay Ash's office yet? Not ready for that?
We didn't have to go to Jay Ash's office, we went to Claire Cronin. I was at a fundraiser and sitting at a table were Claire Cronin, Walter Timilty, and Brady. So I approached the three of them, and Claire had already met with Tom Tebow the day before, so they got the message, they sat down, they approached DHCD.
Okay,
So
that's good.
we're working on it. We may end up still in front of them in a regular meeting, we'll see.
Okay.
Thank
Let
you
me know.
for working so hard on this.
Ready to shoot them all, but anyhow,
Moving
trying to be
right.
nice.
Okay, 3 Eisenhower. Start with the good part, the marketing and lottery.
We got the draft.
Great.
Has been sent back for some fairly minor revisions. Once we get those back, it'll go to the state, hopefully in a week or so. Again, the woman who reviews them is not there right now, but she's expecting it. So
She's back in next week.
I believe so. Yeah, I talked to her. I mean, with the holiday, it's all sort of gone by the wayside. And yes, I think she's
Turn around, could be, like, does she?
hopefully fairly quick.
Yeah. Great.
It's a tough time of year.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So
And the not so good,
Well, we're moving on the repairs.
we're moving.
I hear there was a leak.
Yeah. So there's that.
Existing leak or new leak based on a roof that wasn't quite shored up
A
yet?
new leak based on a pipe.
A burst pipe.
No.
No?
I have photos.
Those
Um,
are always fun.
you know.
My maintenance staff comes into me and shows me pictures of what they found. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
But
Great.
So the roof is done.
Yes.
Right, the trees are done. Let's
Yeah. So
talk about,
So the
what's been
update,
done.
Yeah.
first update, while I remember it, Nikki,
Wayne's
could you
been
please
successful.
sign this? It's the invoice for $9,980 from E5 Builders LLC for the roof replacement, which has been done.
That's the
This
total
is
price?
their invoice. It was $9,980.
That's a good price.
That sounds good, right?
It's a really good price.
And here's the prevailing
pleased with
wage
that.
statement for the staff who were there, the people that I actually did in fact see working.
I saw them too.
Yep, yeah, that's
Right.
right. You were by. We actually missed each other, but we were both at the house a couple times last Friday.
All right, where do I sign here?
Yeah, you can just write your name there and then.
Just
print it.
anywhere.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'd put it there and.
Okay.
And you have a contract for the windows.
We do. We
So
do.
that's good, like a decision was made and
Yes.
a date
Yes.
will be, that's good.
Yeah, yeah. So the roof is done.
Yep.
We have a contract for the windows, and we got 2 responses. We took the lowest.
Mm-hmm.
The one was for 25,300,
Mm-hmm.
and the one we took was for 24,865.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's high.
That's the lowest we got.
Wow.
And we're under contract, and they will likely have it done by the end of December.
Were you able to get the measurement? Did somebody go, what's your measuring?
Sure.
They did.
I went out there with my tape measure and I just
Did you really?
measured and put this whole list of approximate measurements. And,
Probably.
and, like,
They need to come in and measure them.
and they did, and they were there
Okay.
on Friday,
Mhm.
Yeah,
and
great.
they did their measurements. And they helpfully found a window that I had not counted. One of those, there's like the 3 like bay windows on the front. One of them actually has 5 windows, not 4.
Ah.
It's like, oh right, it does, doesn't it? Yeah. So
I'm sorry, did you say you got 3 estimates?
2,
2. We only got 2.
And the one was 23 and one was 24?
24
One was
and 25.
25.3.
Oh, 25.3, okay.
One was 24.8. So
Thanks.
How many windows?
That was my next question.
25 windows and a slider.
It's a lot of windows for a
slider's
little
big
house.
Chunk of change.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought the sliders were a chunk of change, but like $1,000 and change. A lot more than,
Windows are expensive.
yeah, they are. We just did ours too, so. Okay. And then I didn't have a chance to line it all up, so I can tell you all.
Oh, and also the $1,000 we had to spend according to the insurance company to have the trees limbed.
Trees, yep.
And we'll be extending the insurance for another 6 months.
Yep.
Because clearly it's not gonna be off our books by the end of January.
Okay. The furnace has been a real thorn in my side. I've been having a really hard time getting furnace people to give me a quote and or come out there, maybe because I don't know exactly what I'm looking for, but I mean, I've been pretty specific in saying we just need to have the furnace serviced, the boiler serviced.
I do know a furnace company.
Which one do you know? I've probably called it. I've called about 30.
Oh, wow.
Not as an exaggeration. At least
Mass
10.
Heating out of Stoughton.
Who is it?
Mass Heating and
Okay.
the Stoughton Quattrucci family.
What is it?
Quattrucci.
No, I don't think I know them, and I don't think I called them. But
I could call them.
I have a lot. I have a lot of calls in. I only have general quotes, like would charge $90 for a half an hour, 70 for any half hour after that, $135 per hour, and the one that I've $159 to come diagnose. The one that I've been kind of partial to for no reason other than they're an Easton company, and it was hard to get hear back from him, but I finally just heard back from him on my walk in here because I texted him on my way home saying, "This is my last effort to get to you. Can you do it, and how much?" A cleaning is $175. Is that what a servicing is? A cleaning?
Sort of, kind of.
And he can come this Friday between 11 and 12. So I think I've done enough due diligence
Say yes.
to say yes to that.
And then whatever else he needs
I
to
think that is
charge
within the
us.
price range, within the time frame that we want, and I've definitely called enough people enough times.
You have solicited well more than 3 quotes.
All right.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. So that's that. The rug, I have a couple estimates for, from Home Depot. I have to go pick up the estimate. I wasn't able to go before I came here. Lowe's estimate was high, $800. I picked the cheapest rug, but I had them include the removal.
Removal, yeah.
And Boston Flooring never got back to me. I have 2 other flooring companies that are quasi-local. RW Carpeting is not very local. I believe he was like in Waltham or something, somewhere out there. He quoted me at about $400 for removal and installation of a new rug. Jezzard Flooring,
Or is this
it's a 1-bedroom. And
just one bedroom?
Yep, and I did the measurements for that one, so they are rough estimates, 10 foot 8 by 13.7, I think. Jezzard Flooring said he's an Easton company.
Gisette.
Jizzard. They quoted me at $457 plus $37.34 for removal, and I said that's great.
That sounds good.
Can we do it? And I explained the town protocol of
Oh, payment.
payment, and that's a hang up for him. He needs a deposit up front.
Mm-mm.
So
Maybe
that's,
there isn't hardwood under it.
we don't know.
No.
I don't know. So that's what I told him I'd get back to on that. Is there any way we can get an invoice from him, have them cut it, and once the invoice comes in, we can have him do it? Yeah?
Yeah.
Then I think that we should do that. Because what's the turnaround, like 3 weeks-ish? 2 to 3 weeks?
Yeah, anywhere from 1 to 3, depending on when it hits during the day and how fast people can process it.
Okay.
But there's like this 3-step process to get it through the accounting. and
Okay.
stuff.
Well, then I'll call him tomorrow
And
and
so
let
what's
him
the deal? He'll
know.
give us an invoice for half the price.
I'll meet him there Friday, if he can get there Friday, do his own measurements, and then give us an actual invoice. And we'll call him when the check's ready. I'll see if that works.
Invoice and W-9.
Invoice and W-9. I'll see if that works.
Can he do some kind of guarantee that once you call him because the check's ready, he can do it within X amount of days?
Yeah.
You know, because
Yeah.
I mean, what if he's like, well,
Mm-hmm.
now I'm booked through and it's
I don't know if we'll have anything
Kind of
legal
meet
for that.
or
but-
just I don't know, even
Some
if
kind
it's
of
just
assurance.
word assurance that you're kind of meeting him
yeah.
partway.
Yeah. Well, I did have a good conversation with him about it on the phone where I kind of begged him to please make an exception for us.
I would think
because
he
it was
would
a
want
town-
the positive feedback because it's a
I know,
town
and I was
local
telling
thing.
him, like,
and
I've
then
got a
we'll
bunch of
spread
other-
the word.
I was saying I have a bunch of other options, but it's a local project and I'd
Right.
like to use a local person and your price is great and I'd really love to go with you. Can you please help me out? You wouldn't believe how difficult this has been. Can you please help me? And he's like, I'd really like to. Maybe if you could give me a check and I wouldn't cash it. He's trying to help me out, but it sounds like this is a protocol that he has that he can't avoid. So I'll see if that works for him. But he did try to work with me
Okay.
as much as he could. So
Okay.
I would like to go with him.
Mm-hmm.
Exterminator. We had a couple people who were willing to come out and charge us. I met Heritage Pest said, don't treat it. Repair and replace. They don't come back to the same holes every year. If you treat it, you fill up the holes, you put polyurethane over it, they might fly by it and just go somewhere else. Burgess came out and met me there, said the same thing. We actually couldn't find, the roof was getting done at the time and there were shingles flying, but we did walk all the way around the house and he was like, I don't really see any evidence of damage or infestation, and I'm going to tell you that they aren't here right now. So treating them would do nothing. You're not going to kill anything. So he said the exact same thing. He said they don't do repairs, but he said repair and that's as much as we can do right now without the actual bees being there.
So maybe what
Right,
we
and
really
it's
need is a
winter.
handyman to do some wood repair.
Yeah. I
Loyal
mean,
Pest never came out.
what's up?
Loyal?
Loyal, I talked to them and they said they'd do it for $125.
Oh, okay.
But the other two said don't
Mm-hmm.
bother. They didn't need to come out and see it. I just explained the damage and they said that costs $125 to do. And so I said I'll give you a call back. And then Burgess came out and Heritage Pest over the phone said they wouldn't
Gave the
even
same thing.
recommend treating. At the same time, Burgess did did say that they would treat it, but they said we wouldn't recommend treating till the spring, so that might be what Loyal was going to say anyways too. Just didn't get that far. So that was that. So
Oh, and electricians?
electricians, I have a list of like 6 people that I've called 3 of them. I haven't heard back yet. I'm sorry, I forgot about the electricians until I talked to you the other day. You said, and don't forget the electrician. I was like, oh, I haven't. I did, and I got a list, so I gotta just follow up with them.
And
I'm
now
sorry, I
apparently we
wish I
also
had
need plumbers.
better, you know, add plumbing to the list.
Yes, please do.
I wish I had better, more productive answers for you, but
We're making progress.
you're making progress. I'm
Spending a lot of time.
I am. I was telling Wayne, I called him and I said, I wouldn't really believe me if I wasn't me. I really have been calling these people, leaving
It is,
voicemails.
it's
and
hard. Some
calling
people
them back.
just don't bother calling you back.
Yep,
Don't have any interest.
Yep.
They're so busy, they don't
They're-
wanna do
And
it.
it's different.
This
It's
is
not
basi-
your own home,
yeah.
so it's kind of hard to
'Cause I
like
can't
when you're doing
be
the
there.
furnace thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like they're like, we'll be there between 9 and 11. And I'm like, well, call me on your way.
Go
'cause I'm
sit
not
over there
sitting
for 2 hours.
Yeah. So, and the other thing is, this is industry, the home repair, they must be doing well right now because
Yeah.
half the people I'm calling are saying we just can't take any new customers right now.
Too busy.
Yeah, that's why I was glad we could get the tree work done,
Yeah.
because,
Just have
no one
something
would
you
call me
can
back. The
cross
few
off.
people who did were like, yeah, we can probably get to that maybe in February, March.
Yep.
I'm like,
If there isn't a bad winter.
Right. The winter doesn't
they're
do
gonna
it for you
cancel our
first.
insurance unless we get it done by the end of November.
Yep.
So that's not helpful.
Yeah.
That's the big thing with the furnaces, is they will come out and service your furnace if you're an existing client, but you're not an existing client, they can't take you on right now.
So who serviced it last? Did we ever look to see whose sticker was on there?
That's a good question, no. I didn't even think to do that. But we're going with J, man.
Okay. He said he's coming, he comes, and the
Yep,
price
I'm
is
gonna text
reasonable.
him as I leave here tonight.
For the toilet leak, it's this hose right up there at the juncture. There's
Okay.
a pinhole leak, so I turn the water to that toilet off. So should you stop by, don't use that.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right,
So it
so we
doesn't
need
seem like
a,
it was too bad, and it was fine when we were there on Friday, so everything good.
I know a
Can I see
handyman.
which one it is?
I don't really know this handyman, but I was
White hose.
doing stuff in my house and someone recommended this guy who just does everything. If I make sure he's licensed and insured, maybe we can just call him
Call
and
the
say,
handyman. We need junk hauled away, some yard cleanup, some woodwork done, this little hose changed.
We're gonna have him pull the rugs out, or are you gonna pay Chazad to pull the rugs out?
Gisard charging
It's only
$37?
$37,
Yeah, I say do it. Okay, and let me write that.
That's simple enough that I might be able to talk my husband into going and fixing
What's that?
the leak.
Oh. Oh, see if we can do the handyman to do
I
the
was
rest.
almost gonna say I'd have him pull the rug out, but if he's only gonna charge $37, I won't ask.
Yeah,
Cause he'll look at me like I've grown 3 heads.
I know.
Yeah, cash that favor in for something else.
I've asked my husband to do so many things for me. I'm like, can you stop by Home Depot for me today? Why? And I'm like, there's an estimate waiting for me. And he's like, Nikki, no, I'm not. I'm busy. I'm like, me too.
Is there some way that we could be more helpful?
Yeah.
I mean, things
I
like
mean-
We should divvy
You-
up the contract.
you
Yeah.
can delegate some of this, or maybe this one you're too far into. But I mean,
I
things
think
like that.
I think we're okay now.
Okay.
I just feel
I mean,
bad.
I could take a category and make the phone calls
I
same
just
as
feel
you,
bad
and
coming
then
to you and
email
like,
you
I don't mean to
my
complain.
responses or
Dump
something.
two-thirds to 3/4 of it on you, so
It's
don't
just-
feel bad.
It was just harder to get these people there than I thought it would be.
Which Home Depot are you gonna go to?
I went to Avon first. Oh God, you really want to ask that question?
The one over in Brockton?
Went to the Avon Home Depot
Yeah.
near Christmas tree shop.
Mm-hmm.
The very nice lady there told me that she would email me the quote, and when I called to follow up on the email, a guy was working there and he said, "We don't email. We don't have access to email. We don't email." So I don't know what she was talking about. And I was like, "Okay, that's great." And like the amount of time I just stand at Home Depot and Lowe's and nobody helps you. We just are this last month I've been redoing our kitchen too, so I've been there so many times, and I'll just stand in the middle of like bath tiles and flooring, and I'm like, anybody? Like a flag? Nothing. Nobody helps. So then I went to the Mansfield one, and they were a little bit more helpful.
Do they email?
I don't know. They don't email.
Because
They don't email. I guess it's
I mean, at least you'd think it'd be standard, so that's
It
good to
is
hear.
Standard. I have no idea why the lady offered to email it to me. I was like, I've been waiting for an email. I'm checking my email. No, we don't email, so I don't know
But
who
she
you
got you out
talked
of the
to.
store, didn't she?
Maybe she
Yeah.
meant to say
And she was
fax.
so nice.
Yeah, maybe fax. Maybe that's why I'm still waiting for it. I don't have one.
So handyman, you have one.
I know.
You- you
One of my friends recommended a guy to me. I don't have any idea, like, if he's licensed and insured.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
Right. No, it's different.
are they usually? Like, I don't know.
I
that
used
could be
somebody
a
a long
tough
time
one.
ago to haul stuff away, and he was reasonable. So I wonder, like, if you were still stuck, I
And
could
for
kind
certain-
of dig through old
Maybe, yeah,
emails.
for
and-
certain qualities, for
was
certain
probably like 5
categories
years
of
ago.
work, I mean,
And it was like that, like hauling away swing set, like that kind of thing.
No, they're not. Yeah, they're kind of not like skilled laborers. That
Right.
would be insurable.
Right.
Might be tough to get.
make best efforts so we can chat
Yeah.
Okay.
later
I'll give the guy a call.
about other options.
And basically, there's a toilet leak. There's some external wood repair, and some things that need to be hauled off to a
Yeah, there's
a
stuff
dump.
under the deck. There's the swing set. That's affirmatively come down now.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Just call 1-800-GOT-JUNK. Don't they have that commercial? Just point.
I've used them before. Did the swing set happen on its own, or was that, did the roofers move it?
It wasn't the roofers.
What happened?
I do not know.
It is a
But
pile now.
when
The tree people, maybe?
I strongly suspect, but it was in. It just needed a push.
Like it was rotting.
Yes.
Okay,
I mean,
okay.
you
It wasn't,
remember
like,
the swing
malicious.
set was like this.
Okay.
So all they had to do was blow on it and down it went.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Kinda
was
like
like, do not
huffing
let
by
your
Maybe
toddler
like a
near
limb
that.
came down on it or something.
Yeah.
No, or maybe a strong breeze.
Yeah.
It was.
The
So
vibration of their chainsaw. Just kinda.
Which Home Depot do you have to pick up at?
Mansfield.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. Well, that's all fine. God knows they won't email it to me, but it'll be fine.
So just for, I mean, we're talking about the furnace, carpet, electrical, and.
Actually, I don't even have to go anymore because if we go with Jezzard,
Bad, yeah.
Gizzard, sorry.
Yeah, so the total of these repairs now are, it's less than like 4,000, right?
Of the little ones?
Yeah, so we're
The
talking about
little
little
ones.
ones that, you know, in a normal,
Well, the
I'll
pest
say
is
less.
nothing.
it's possible that we could push it on the buyer to say, you know.
Well, we were,
We don't wanna do that, I know, we wanna
Yeah.
just get these things, but, you know, we do have time.
Yep.
It's just, so it's not, like,
well, I mean,
has to be
I'm
done.
thinking that
These are the little things.
the rug and the furnishing will be under $1,000
Yeah.
total. And the pest repair is evidently not, I mean, the extermination is zero. Electrical, I printed out the sections of the, inspection report that called out the electrical issues. I have absolutely no idea how much that will cost, but that's just for me to refer to when I'm talking to an electrician.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, furnace, rug,
Pests.
electrical, pest.
junk, toilet.
Oh, the wood, the external wood.
Yeah,
Did you
we
say
have
that?
the wood repair on the soffit and some of the sills. And the closer on the storm door actually is broken, so it's probably a fairly
The
easy
other thing
fix.
that I've done when we needed, someone is that I've gone to Fernandes and asked them if he could recommend any local contractors when we
That's a
did
good
our
idea.
deck, and it was awesome, he gave me 4 names of local contractors.
All right.
So, they work with people all the time.
I live right near there,
They're
so
very nice.
I can,
Really nice there, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll call this guy first, and if, do I have to do 3 quotes for this?
Best effort.
Okay. And if he's a no-go, I'll call, I'll go to,
Document that you called 3 places.
okay, I will. Actually, I can think of 2 handymen off the top of my head, and I'll do the 3rd, Fernandes, and see if they have any recommendations.
Yeah, and ask, I mean, not that they're gonna, but ask these contractors too, if they've worked with anyone, you know, maybe ask the electrician, or, you know,
Okay.
I don't know, maybe they
Okay,
can recommend if they've worked with someone on a project.
alrighty.
And you're all set with an electrician?
Not yet, but I will be. I
Okay.
haven't, that's my next one. I have a list of people that are recommended, so hopefully one of them will work out.
Ask Ken that too, though. If you're asking Ken for a handyman, ask him for an electrician.
Ed Fernandes?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
alrighty. That's all I have for that, I think. Right?
Related to
I'm a
this,
little bit disorganized today. Windows, rugs, roof, exterminator. Sorry, go ahead, you can do it.
I was thinking about this yesterday. I would like to ask that the trust authorize increasing that cap. Nikki was authorized to spend up to $30,000 on repairs.
We're there.
And we're, once
'Cause
the
of those
windows come
windows.
in, we're gonna be at 35,845, and that's not
Oh, boy.
including any of this. So it was capped at 30, could we increase it to, say, 45?
I'll make a motion that we authorize the cap to be lifted from 30 to 45 to do whatever finishing touches need to be accomplished.
On the Eisenhower Drive.
Yes.
I second what she just said.
For maintenance, repair, and renovation work out. through
At 3
Yeah.
Eisenhower Drive.
Okay,
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
You're pretty comfortable that that would take care of it. I know.
I don't want to say anything.
Well, besides,
I would hope. Good Lord.
I would hope to, but
besides the,
sometimes
It's
it's
the-
better to
that's-
go bigger and then you can dial back.
Yeah, but this is the
That's
big
what we
ticket
thought we
items.
did with 30.
Yeah.
so with the roof and the windows, let's say
Yeah.
that's 35.
Yeah.
The only remaining thing is electrical,
Yeah.
handyman repair stuff, which is like the external boards, hauling away some things, minor toilet leak, a rug
Yep,
I
and
mean,
furnace
it
repair.
should be.
in the furnace.
Yeah.
And the heat's working, and
Yeah. Yeah. It was all.
so,
Thank goodness.
yeah.
Yeah. When
And it's
when,
gas or it's oil?
Gas.
It's gas, okay.
And when the furnace guy comes by, if he could like redo the whole programmable thermostat to make more sense.
Okay.
I went
ask
through and like I said, everything at 65, and I just had to keep going from day to day to day, and hour to hour and hour, and I was convinced it wanted to do a special program, but apparently I had
We
done
should
it
have
already.
energy resources come in and do an audit, and then they replace things
Yeah.
for free.
It's a newer thermostat. It's a programmable smart thermostat.
Okay.
I went to go put it on, and I apparently didn't do it the right way.
You know
Never
what?
turned it on.
Couldn't it be a little lower?
They might help with the
Nobody in
It
windows.
could be.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
They do, they come in and they, you know.
Is it too late
get
for
a whole
that?
quote for everything.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Is it too late for that, for the window
No.
credit?
No, they were supposed to come out to my house and I canceled them and was gonna reschedule. I have their number on my phone.
Okay.
And they come out and they do the whole energy audit and they give you credit towards a whole slew of different things.
Yeah.
oh, so windows are one of those
Yeah,
categories.
Possibly.
doors, They do the bottom of the doors. They do the
They
tops.
weather tight the
They
house.
weather tight the whole thing,
I need that
They
for my
did,
house.
yeah. Insulation in our attic.
Who are these?
Mass Save, so
Oh,
Mass
Mass
Save. They
Save,
contract out with contractors that are approved for them, but, yeah.
God, I hope I have
it's
the
a good
number
thing to
here
do.
somewhere, cause I know they were bugging me.
For many reasons, it's a good thing.
Yeah.
So do they have a cost?
They
come out?
don't for the, I don't believe they.
Like
they
the
don't for
initial
actual,
audit?
Evaluation, right,
Like
right.
that?
But then they'll sit
This-
down and tell us,
Okay.
here's what we could do.
Okay.
So how does that?
This is I've got their number.
I'll take
Maybe this would be something that we encourage the new buyers to do, in that we've already contracted for the big ticket items.
But we might get a discount on it or a credit for it.
From them, we
Massive.
show that we've spent the money and they credit us in some capacity?
I'm not sure if you get the credit. I think they'd have to be involved up front and then
Right.
they have to use either whoever they've got a contract with for
Right.
windows or for installation or some,
So too late for the windows?
More hoops to jump.
because the windows you've already contracted
Yeah.
with, right?
Yeah.
I don't think we go there,
Yeah.
but they can still come in and all the little things, they can absolutely still audit that. Right? We haven't replaced all doors, we haven't, just, I don't know.
Yeah,
Just
I mean,
one or
yeah,
two.
maybe. I mean, it could be.
They've
just
been
a
known to
visit.
come in and, close up, seal any cracks and
Right.
any,
I had them come to my house and they were incredibly useless.
really.
So,
Useless?
useless, absolutely useless,
My
yeah.
house is drafty, I was gonna call them.
Yeah, I got a programmable thermostat out of it, that was it. They would not do any insulation in the attic because the joists were too far apart and you have to have a, joists robust enough to have a live load of 4 200-pound men.
Oh,
Oh, you haven't forgotten. these
Yeah, and I'm
details.
like,
How old's your house?
1930,
I was gonna say, I mean.
yeah, and I'm like, that's not a thing that's going to happen.
Yeah, we can just make the recommendation to the homeowners to do it.
Yeah,
I'll just say I had a great experience
So-
with it, I really did, so many different things that we wouldn't have done, you
Yeah.
know, especially
Yeah.
the doors and insulation. And the,
Sometimes they put in new refrigerators and
yeah, yeah.
Ooh. Ooh, just got in your refrigerator too.
they
so-
might like insulate the furnace.
Oh, and the bathroom,
the vent.
vent, yeah,
Yeah.
they, they closed that off, not the vent, but, there was a area that was kind of leaking, and so, leaking out air and bringing in cold air.
I
so-
really think it depends a lot on who does the audit and then who the
Yeah.
contractor is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Interesting.
So maybe we contemplate, I'm thinking, and maybe this, well, like, you know, could we make a grant of up to 5,000 for energy efficiency improvements as recommended by such and such to the new buyer or something, or reimbursement, but maybe not, I don't know. It's probably a little too complicated.
I like that idea, if that works.
If it's doable.
If it's doable, I do like that idea.
Yeah, we'll revisit it. when-
Yeah, we can revisit that
A
one.
little closer.
Yeah, yeah.
Write the number down just in case. Well, just, it's
I'm
just
ready.
Yeah, I will
mass
write it
save.
down.
I'll take
You
it,
just
because
go mass
I'll
save.
call for myself.
Yeah, it's 781-305-3319.
Okay, thank you.
But if you just Google Mass Save, you can get this, you can go into their website and request a audit.
I think it does take a while to, I mean, I think they're coming back, if I remember correctly.
Oh, they've been bugging me, but I only
Bugging
wanted
you?
to do it on Saturdays and
Yeah.
just, that was
Yeah.
just not getting coordinated. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, well, that's my update on that.
And I also have,
Thank you.
yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't have more info.
No,
but-
don't apologize.
Thank
Stop
you all
apologizing.
for joining me on this procurement adventure.
It is certainly an adventure.
I am astonished both, well, somewhat at the price, but my goodness, the amount of time and paperwork involved.
It's just the unnecessary.
It is unbelievable, the amount of time.
And that's a related question is, do you guys, in your experience doing this, have any easier way to break the news to the service provider that you'll have to invoice me and give me your W-9 in order to be paid, not upfront, but within 3 weeks? That's always a mouthful for me to explain to somebody, and I feel like I'm maybe not doing the best job and scaring people away.
I just start joking with them. Well, you know
Okay.
you're gonna be dealing with the town.
That's what yeah,
So, yeah, I hate to, so sorry. I know it's crazy, but
okay,
I have to get these things. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
I just beg and borrow and
Okay.
laugh and, make
Okay.
a joke.
Yeah, make it sound more like lighthearted than the
the dire will not get paid for
or
2 weeks.
structure of the
Yeah,
like more lighthearted.
I'm
Okay.
so sorry. I just apologize profusely.
I did that with Gizzard. I did that. I was like, please, you don't understand. Just make an exception for us.
You're a nice
It's
little
the
local
town.
business.
It's the town.
Town board.
We're just trying to provide housing.
You're like, whose house is this? Who owns it? Who's paying? What kind of project is this? And I'm like,
Did he really?
I don't know if it was him. I forget at this point, but
Spoken
yes,
to too many
a
people.
lot of them asked that. What is happening here?
One other thing, and I don't know if we need a vote or not. So we submitted the eligibility application for CPA funds. We've been determined eligible. So we have to submit the full application, which I'm sure Nikki and I are happy to do for the $200,000, and I'm assuming that's fine for everybody.
So this is like initial approval? Or just,
No, after.
just now you can file the rest of it?
We can file the rest of it. They want you to do an eligibility application so they can give some feedback and let you know it is in fact eligible, because often they will get,
So many that they can't.
well, and you'll get applications for projects that are not eligible. You legally cannot fund this with
Right.
CPA money.
And is that
I
like
also
a,
hear they've got a bevy of them.
Yes, so there is
And
a
housing?
collection. There are two community housing applications, one from us and one from the Housing Authority, for replacing roofs at Elise Circle. So let's put a pin in that. Could we have a vote to authorize Wayne and Nikki to prepare and submit the full application for $200,000 for CPA funds?
So moved.
I'll second that.
all in favor? Aye.
Thank you. I don't know that a vote is necessary, but, when in doubt,
Yes, yeah.
get the vote. One of the things that the Community Preservation Committee likes to see, so the Community Preservation Committee is meeting in early February, I believe February 7.
Skipping January? Really?
I believe so, to consider the applications. And before that date, they would like the applicants to meet with relevant town boards and committees to get feedback and support from them. So I emailed the executive director of the Housing Authority today with the letter of eligibility, encouraging the Housing Authority to attend the January Affordable Housing Trust meeting to discuss the project. So I believe our date is January 3rd?
It's in my
No.
calendar.
Mine
so-
too. For some reason.
Yeah, me too. I think you're
I
right.
have it written here, but.
I think it wasn't like the first week.
No, it's the 3rd. I have the 3rd.
Yeah, I have
Well,
the
you know,
3rd
We
also.
talked about if there was a reason why,
Yeah, no,
There's-
I don't have the 3rd. I have the 9th.
yeah, there was a reason why we didn't do the third, but.
Last
someone
time
else,
I-
Are you gonna be here?
No,
Probably.
Right.
Are you gonna be here the 9th?
no, I don't get back until the 21st.
Last month I put it in on the 3rd, on a Thursday. We talked about not doing it on a Wednesday.
Okay, so
But
maybe
if
we
it
change
needs
it
to
from
be
the 9th
the-
to the 3rd?
Does the 3rd work?
Let's see, why not?
3rd's a Thursday, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I had the 3rd.
That's, I don't think I made a mistake. I
I
think
thought I might have just did a personal, I don't wanna come in on the 9th, I'm gonna say the 3rd.
But that works
Yeah,
for
see,
people?
The
Yeah.
ninth isn't even a Thursday, so that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, because I remember we talked about not doing it, and I said that Wednesdays aren't the best for me, and nobody had a problem with Thursdays, and
Okay, sorry, I must have just,
And that works for you?
Yep.
You'll be sending us good thoughts?
Yes, and some sunshine.
Thank you.
oh, that would be nice.
Please.
Heat.
Hopefully there's a blizzard.
Heat's preferred over sunshine.
Thanks, Stephanie. All right, so our next meeting is Thursday, January 3rd at 6:30, probably in this room. I've got to do the room reservations for 2019.
Oh yeah, don't forget to do that.
So CPC is meeting when? In February.
February 7,
That's a Friday.
Thursday.
Oh, no,
Thursday, I think it's
I'm in the
Thursday.
wrong
yeah, it
year, I'm in
is
2020.
Thursday.
And
Oh.
I think we're
Well,
also
you're ahead.
meeting-
Yeah,
And
I
I think-
jumped.
And I think we're also meeting on Thursday, February 7th, because we're doing the first Thursday?
I mean, if that's still okay for everybody.
Yeah,
So that's what I've got. as
Tuesdays and
penciled in.
Thursdays is better for me.
Me too.
So you want Kathy to come here on the 3rd?
If she can, yeah.
I know she wasn't in the office today, she had
Yeah.
like family emergencies.
Oh, gosh, sorry to hear that.
Saw her yesterday, Ellen.
Or perhaps, if she is unable to attend, another representative from the board or staff person could.
She'll probably be here.
Yeah, yeah, cool.
I just gotta remember. You telling her or you want me to tell her?
I sent her an email, and it's
Okay.
in the email. In the letter.
Okay, we go on to the monthly report. I noticed, 4 inquiries, including 1.
Yeah, she seems to have a pretty complete application that seems quite reasonable, so I'm putting it all together. I want to get that up to the state for their review. So I find that encouraging.
Where did it go? Was I reading on yours?
Probably, you could be.
Sorry, I don't know.
There you go. Have a
I'm
monthly
just really
report.
unorganized right now.
That's his fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I take one? Thank you. Thanks. Okay. Okay, you already did the CPA application. We talked about Electric Ave, talked about Foundry. The Home Buyer Assistance Grant, 4 inquiries, including 1 application's quite viable. Great. 3 Eisenhower. Okay, and then you have the listing of the handyman repair job. That's helpful. Perfect. Okay.
Do you think you'll know about this potential application that looks viable before you go to CPC?
We shall see.
CPC on February 7th?
Yeah. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Be nice.
Could be a long meeting for us.
No, you
lot to
could just
update.
get up there and list all the things.
That's what I mean. Long time. We'll talking
Well, our
forever.
eligibility application highlighted that we've spent or committed over $800,000 in the last year. So, we've been rocking
Lots
it
to talk
along.
about. That's great. Are they doing 2 meetings this year, or is it just the February? think
I
last
do
year
not
they did
know, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. What I thought was the list of their meeting dates was in fact just a suggestion, not the actual list of their meeting dates, so I retreated in confusion. And asked Stephanie, it's like, and when are they meeting? And she put out the email to remind everybody, and she said, Thursday, February 7th. I'm like, thank you very much. I will put that in my cover emails to people.
Is the meeting with other town staff boards new, or have they just never?
No, they've
had it
always
with
wanted to
us?
do that.
Okay.
It's all, and the clarity of the follow-through may not have been all it could have been in previous years, but there is a desire and expectation from the Community Preservation Committee that relevant boards and committees have reviewed, given feedback, made recommendations, and prioritized applications within those fields. So if you have like 7 recreation projects, they want to know that, you know, the recreation committee has in fact met with all the applicants and has given them feedback and made a recommendation and prioritization of what they think are the most important ones to help the CPC make their decisions.
Housing Authority, I don't think has come,
I don't think so.
other than for the high lab thing, is that?
Right, yeah,
Because in the previous, she's just gone straight there.
yeah, yeah. So they do like to see that, but so I'm trying to be a little bit more clear in,
All right, what's next? Sorry, Wayne.
no, please do.
Confirmation of action items ahead for the month. Not what that says, but close enough. Okay,
Okay, so
God,
Lots of
Nikki
phone
on the
calls.
It's April
contractors.
when it's all
Lots
the
of phone
stuff.
calls.
Yep, more phone calls.
Yep.
So I'll get the furnace done Friday. I will call Jezard, and work with him on the invoicing issue. If not, we'll move along and see if we can get the other guy I was talking to do it. Electrical handyman, basically plumber. Well, do we really need a plumber for that little tiny
It
thing?
could be the handyman.
Yeah,
It's like a
That's the goal.
mesh nylon hose with a clamp,
yeah. A handyman should be
I
able
would
to do it.
imagine.
Okay.
Yeah.
A handyman should be cheaper than a plumber.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, if I wasn't terrified of like, you know, burning the house down or something, I could probably just like do it my own self. But
I'm not even offering that. I have no idea. Okay, that's me. Anything on any update? Any action items on Foundry? Do we have?
continue finalizing documents for the
Yep.
transfer. So we
Okay.
can get that process started with Global Property. I know that they are eager to get moving.
Okay, and Electric Ave. There's just a waiting game right now, right?
Yep.
Same with McQuonicut. You're working on that. We just went over Eisenhower. Any action plan for the marketing lottery agent? Just to follow up with DC.
Submit the
DHCD?
application. Yeah, submit the
Yep.
LIP application.
Okay.
So then once she gets approval from DHCD, how quickly is she going to jump into getting things rolling?
I imagine quite soon.
And then what's her expected kind of turnaround from like beginning of the process to actual application and award?
I don't know. I think as soon as possible, but I think a lot of that depends on how many people are interested in buying as well. So hopefully there will be a fair amount of
But doesn't,
interest.
she has to do like so many public
She does, and
And there's, like,
it's in
timings.
there. Yeah.
advertising and?
Yes. Yeah, I think it's like what, like a 6-week thing. I'm making that up. I don't know. It's I believe it's.
Well,
in
yeah,
the
that's what I'm kind of
documents, but
saying.
there's
What's the kind of turnaround for her from,
yeah.
once she gets approval,
Once
is
you
she
run
gonna be
the
able
ads,
to
they have
jump
to
on this
run,
and get
Yeah.
Yeah.
moving?
Maybe we can discuss that sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Because we've got the holidays and
Yeah.
this, right, because that's really what we need to
Yeah.
move. These things can be done, but.
And they need to be done
Yeah.
before you have open houses.
Yeah.
But
So.
we have to do the notification, like you said, stuff.
Yeah, she's
That's
gotta
what's gonna
start
take
getting the
longer.
word out there, and we gotta
Yeah.
get people on board
Yeah.
with applications that are viable.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. I mean, you can have a ton of people that are interested, but when it comes down to,
Oh,
are they
yes.
gonna qualify, are they gonna be able to cut it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, we wanna get her in fast forward when she gets that approval, so.
Hit the ground
keep the
running.
fire under her.
Okay. Monthly report. I think that's it. Any, we're meeting the next January 3rd, Thursday, 6:30. Any other pertinent items?
We got the authorization to lift the cap to 45. We authorized submitting the CPA application. You signed the invoice for the roof. Okay, I think.
Is there anything I can help you with?
No, I don't think so. I think we're okay. Cause the furnace and the plumbing is about to be done. So,
If the furnace falls apart on Friday, let me know.
I'll let you know. I actually have your business card right here for some reason.
Okay, so then that's looking good,
Yep.
but if anything comes up,
Although that idea of looking at the sticker is a good one too.
It's just on the boiler?
yeah.
Okay.
And it should have checked off when it was last serviced or noted
Okay.
last time they were there.
Okay. I actually just remembered I have to check with Jay, who's doing the furnace, to make sure he's understanding of the whole invoice situation. I think I told him, but
Well, generally, people don't expect to be, I know a lot of businesses want 50% down before they do the work.
I think it's these smaller
The
jobs.
smaller ones, like to, they.
And these are all smaller
Why
ones.
we're not gonna pay you up front for work we don't even know if you're gonna do.
We had that issue with already, right? Where was that?
The lead inspector, but worked through that.
Meredith
and got
Keach
it
got
done.
us through that, right?
Yes, yes, she was masterful. Very thankful.
I forgot about that. Oh, the lead inspection. That's what it was. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Should be good. This is the last straw with this, guys. So if this doesn't go through, I'll just move on to the next. So I've got like 4 or 5 people that have given me general quotes. So
Like I said, I do know somebody that I think would come down if I called in a heartbeat.
okay. I'll just give you a call then if this doesn't go through.
Yeah, I should have thought of him before, I'm sorry.
That's okay. All right. That's it. That's it for me. Everybody good?
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second. All in favor? Aye. All right. Thanks, guys.